So, I would like to introduce Lisa Howard. Lisa is the executive director of the Alliance for Pioneer Square. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back this
Thanks.
year. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here too. You were one of my first friends that I got to know here when I moved, like just a little over 2 years ago. So, and I think most of my friends have come from meeting you.
That
You're,
was it was a fantastic day when I met you. I
I
just
thought the
remember
same
how
for you.
you had so many ideas and just bringing such good energy to the neighborhood and to the mission, and it was such a great day.
Thank you. Thanks. Well, why don't you tell people a little bit more about the Alliance for Pioneer Square and what's
Yeah,
happening down here?
absolutely. And I can share that you recently joined as a board member for the
Yep.
Alliance for Pioneer Square,
Yep.
which we truly appreciate your volunteer time
Thanks.
on our end as well. So the Alliance is a nonprofit 501c3 that does economic development for the Pioneer Square Historic District, and we do that through a number of ways. We have programs that help with the built environment in the neighborhood. We do marketing and communications for the district. We also do a business development program. So looking at how do we not just recruit businesses down here, but also make sure that people are able to operate in the very challenging economic environment that we're going through right now in the neighborhood. We also have we do a lot of advocacy for the neighborhood and just make sure that we have ways to convene and problem solve as a community as a whole.
I was really impressed that when I met you that you don't just look at the businesses.
Mm-hmm.
You're really looking at everything. You're looking at, apartments and,
Yep.
living spaces here as
Mm-hmm.
well as the nonprofits. And
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, and I think the balance of everything is so important, right? Everything, it's an ecosystem, everything impacts everything else. And, Pioneer Square is special because so many things coexist here.
Right.
And maintaining that balance and working to make sure that the neighborhood is healthy and
Mhm.
inclusive but also thriving
Mhm.
it's challenging, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it really is. Because, in any community, it takes all kinds.
It does take all kinds.
And we definitely have all kinds here in
We
Pioneer
really do.
Square. There's a show
It's
on the
never
sidewalk
boring.
every day.
Keeps
Uh,
us yeah,
yeah.
it's good. You always miss something if you're not here one day.
Right. So one of the challenges is that there are a lot of social services down here. And
Hmm.
you want to talk a little bit about that and what challenges we hope to be able to work on and
Yeah. For sure. We our work more recently has really been around convening stakeholders of a geographic area to help troubleshoot like situations that really impact everyone, including the social services themselves. There's a lot of issues that are conflated with homelessness. And there's some overlap, but then there's some areas where that doesn't overlap, and being able to you know piece out the different parts of the impact, whether it's there's extra trash in the alley, or there's someone sleeping and it's preventing access through an alley without endangering that person. There's so many different parts and pieces of the city and the county
Yeah.
and the neighborhood system that play into whether or not a place is healthy and welcoming for all. So we've been really focusing on that, on convening people to make sure that we're troubleshooting together to find the best path forward.
Yeah. Oh boy, there's so much we could talk about there.
Just unpack that a little bit.
Yeah, right. One of the issues that we have is encampments down here.
Mhm.
And, I don't know if people realize about Find It, Fix It.
Yep.
Do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so Find It Fix It is a city app. You can also call the city number and report basically almost anything that seems out of place or out of whack, whether it's a sign fell down that's important for the
Yep.
street signage, a broken sidewalk that could be a tripping hazard and injure someone, all the way including encampments on the streets and sidewalks.
Right.
And really able to add information about whether or not it's blocking access for people, whether or not there is a need for a trash pickup, kind of all of those different parts and pieces. Once it goes into the app, it's routed through the city system to the appropriate to the appropriate people, and there's a response. So, if you submit something, you'll get a response of either it was taken care of or we're looking more into it.
Right.
And it's just it's a great communication tool. It's a great tool for everyone in the city who's able to access it.
Yeah. In a large city, it's really easy to feel like your voice isn't heard. But I find that app, it's like, yes, they heard me.
Yep.
Actually, a while back, one of these black things behind me had fallen over.
Oh, the bollard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that what
well,
it's called?
It
I
didn't just
call
fall over.
I call it the reason my car is scratched.
It had some assistance in falling over.
Yes, that wasn't okay. Let me just say, I wasn't the one that made that fall over, but I have scratched
Yep.
my car on them.
Oh no.
But yeah, it was falling over. We've had street lights out, and I
Yep.
put it in,
Yep.
and it gets fixed. I love it.
It really is. It just it's a systems response
Yeah.
to being able to address things all across the city. It's
Right.
It's
and you
a
get
great
an
tool.
email back,
Yeah,
and
you
I
do.
love that.
Mhm.
But I do regularly report encampments because you might think that's odd that I would do that,
Uh-huh.
but I really feel that if this is for everyone.
Yep.
This street, we have special permission to be here
Yep.
this week today. But normally I can't put up a tent on the street. It is affecting everybody else's rights and enjoyment of the city. And I don't think that should be happening.
Yeah.
So, and it's dangerous. We've had a couple of issues this week with people, I believe, addiction issues,
Yep.
and they've really caused some problems, and it's been dangerous.
Mhm.
So, it's important to me that we report those and that they get taken down, because people can find a bed.
Yep.
We
they
have
can.
empty beds.
Yep.
If they want help,
Mhm.
they can get it. So it's not appropriate. I think that's important.
Mhm.
So I use Find It, Fix It for that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the challenges with Pioneer Square too, or challenges or just facts about Pioneer Square is you said there's a lot of services down here.
Uh-huh.
So there are a lot of touch points.
Right.
So if there is, someone suffering on the street, the touch points that they've had haven't worked yet, and we need
Right.
to keep trying.
Yes.
We can't just let someone continue to suffer. There has to be some sort of response. It's just
Right.
like that's not the end of the line. It's not the end.
It's really easy to get jaded here and
Yeah.
just think, yeah, that's Seattle. But if we aren't part of the solution, we're
Mhm.
part of the problem,
Exactly.
right?
Agree.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's really important to, call 911 when
Mhm.
somebody is having an issue.
Yep.
Or whatever. And actually, like I said, there were a couple of issues just in the last 2 days where
Mhm.
I really think there might be some bad drug supply out there right now. There seem to be a few times that people have had crises.
Yeah.
And, people will just watch,
Uh-huh.
but we called 911 and they now are getting help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I saw you're also having the new chief of the CARE
Yes.
response come and talk, and I think it's really important to part of calling
Uh-huh.
is how you access a number of different things in Seattle, including the CARE response, fire,
Right.
police. It's not it's not just a law and order response.
Right.
It's also flagging that someone needs help.
Right.
And the alternative to that is just not helping someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, when I moved here, I had never seen people sleeping on the streets. Where I come from in upstate New York, it's a hidden problem.
Yeah.
And so it was just really shocking to me to see that it was allowed
Uh-huh.
and that people weren't getting the help. I walk in, I park up in Butler and then walk
Yeah.
up through Occidental.
Mm-hmm.
And in that area over there it's just always so sad to me. I see people getting up in the mornings from sleeping on the sidewalks.
Yep.
I see women.
Yep.
I see just a lot of mental illness
Mhm.
and addiction. And I don't know, like I came in the other day and somebody was, urinating against a wall. And it's so sad to me
Yep.
that we aren't finding solutions that can help people with dignity. It, there's no dignity in this. If we think that we're helping people by just saying, well, they can camp there, or they don't have to get services or whatever it might be, um, I think it's leaving people. I don't know. There's no dignity, and I don't think that's love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
Well, and that's, that's one of the first things I heard you say in just the way that you talk about the mission and the way that you talk about Pioneer Square is that that dignity and that, those support systems for people
uh-huh.
are critically important, and we can't give up on them.
Yeah,
And in the neighborhood as a whole, and there are things that people need that all people need, right? Like we
Right.
have, we're adjacent to this stadium, so we have a large number of sports fans coming through. Like we're working on bathrooms still.
Oh,
It's very
please.
hard. It's a very hard issue. It's been going on for I've been working on it for a number of years, and
Right.
we're getting closer to a solution, but it's just something we need as a community as a whole that crosses all of those different user groups of the district.
It's really important.
It really is.
It's a health issue.
It is a health issue.
When we set up today, we actually had to clean up the street because there was stuff I didn't want
Yep.
people tracking through.
Exactly.
And this is going to sound terrible, but when I have friends come and visit me here in Seattle,
Yeah.
the first thing I tell them is watch where you're walking and don't step in it if it's wet. Like, that's terrible.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But,
You know
but
what? It's
they're my
important.
friend. So
You
it really
also-
is important.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of the reasons I'm so thankful for the work of the Metropolitan Improvement Districts
Yes.
in downtown and Pioneer
So
Square.
thankful.
Just being able to it's a phone call away of response that'll help
Yes.
clean up or address or be a presence when
Right.
you need it. And again, it's all of those things together. There's so many different parts and pieces that
Yeah.
that contribute to the neighborhood and to what you see. And it's not perfect, but I do think Pioneer Square is a true community.
Yeah. Yes, and they're very welcoming and
Yeah.
open.
For sure.
I really appreciate when I come in the mornings. There are people cleaning up the alleys, and I really do appreciate what the city has been doing.
Yep.
The last, I don't know, 6 or 9 months probably, when they've started, they rouse people out in the morning,
Yep.
they clean the alleys,
Yep.
they're pressure washing, and it helps for the people who are down here all day.
Yep.
And we've talked a lot about some of the harder issues, but we want people to come down here and visit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave it like, oh, it's a bit terrible place, because I
It's
love
not.
Pioneer Square.
It's fantastic.
I love it here.
Yeah.
There's great food,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't feel unsafe walking around in the daytime here, or
Yep.
for an evening event. The art walk
Mhm.
is the big thing
The
lately.
big thing. It's having a moment.
Yeah.
We have traffic numbers pulled for First Thursday Art Walk, and we're exceeding the 2018 numbers.
That's
So
great.
it's bigger than pre-COVID days. It's so much fun.
Mhm.
You have the art and the galleries and all of the things to see, and we're having a little bit of a fashion moment as a
Yes.
neighborhood, which is so fun here up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's
Um,
interesting.
It's interesting and it's fun, and it's great to see such a cross section of humanity
Yeah.
all gathering together in such a big way.
Yeah.
Jazz is getting
Yes.
also having a moment. We have
Uh-huh.
Seattle Jazz Fellowship is across the street from y'all, and they have they have events 6 nights
Yeah.
a week, plus some larger events throughout the year, and it's so much fun.
Yeah. I just think that we need to be working on both ends of this. We need
Mhm.
to be working on helping people who are on the streets and struggling with addiction and mental illness. And we'll talk more about that in as we go through the 24 hours.
Yep.
But we also need to be supporting all of these great things, and the restaurants. We have some
Yep.
great restaurants here
Yep.
that some of them are struggling. And
it is a hard
yeah,
moment in history to run a business.
it really is. But I hear people all the time that live kind of outside of downtown who go, "Oh well, I don't go into Seattle anymore," and
But if you're
I
not
don't want to go
fun,
in there.
just
And I'm
say
like,
that.
"What? Why?"
Why?
Because it's a great place to
It
be,
is.
and if people stay away, it's never going to come back.
Right.
Come in and
Right.
check it out. Come to a
Yeah.
game. Come to
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, come down for
Exactly.
the holiday lights in Occidental are beautiful.
And going up in the next couple weeks, we're very excited. Holiday light install is
Yeah.
always it's always a
Definitely
fun,
a
festive
selfie,
time.
selfie
It is a selfie
opportunity.
moment.
Yes.
And
So,
it's something that can be enjoyed by all people. It's
Yeah.
a fantastic holiday installation. Well, winter installation. Really, we try to keep them up from October through daylight savings time to make sure that it's lighter and brighter here in the neighborhood,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
It's great.
So what else? What else do you want to talk about?
Oh man, that's a very open. That's
Well,
an open question.
around homelessness and
I guess touching back on the convening different stakeholders of the
Stakeholders.
district it's really rewarding and really wanting to double down on bringing all of the different people together to talk about those really hard problems. Sometimes it's so hard we get stuck on the surface level of the problem and not able to work through it. But I think we have such a tight-knit community here that we can actually
Uh-huh.
dig down and solve for those hard problems and have healthy debate about who we are and where we're going and all come out better for it.
yeah, exactly. It's going to take all of us.
It's going to take all of us.
and-
And you're doing some amazing work right now.
Thank
The,
you.
the changes that you've implemented and the work that you do it shows.
Thank you.
And it shows up in the community, and we really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Um, Speaking of it, for anybody who lives or works here in
Uh-huh.
Pioneer Square, we did an open house a couple of weeks ago, and we've got another one coming up next week.
Yep.
I'm not going to say when because I really don't want a flood. I want Pioneer Square.
You want Pioneer Square
I
people.
want Pioneer Square
Yeah.
people. So we're going to be having posters up.
Uh-huh.
It'll be on our social media, I'm
Yep.
sure, and there will be sandwich boards out here.
Yep. And such great reviews from the first open house. The
Yes.
ability to come in and spend time and see what's always been a mystery. It was so
Yeah.
touching for people, and having another opportunity to do that is so
Yeah.
great.
We're here on this corner, and I think people are like, I have no idea what goes on in there. And people came in, and they're like, oh, it's so clean. And like they
You're like,
didn't
"What'd
know
you
what they
expect?"
expected, but it wasn't what they expected.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we just want people to get an opportunity to come in and see what we do and talk to our staff. And yeah,
That's a
so we got a big truck.
that's
so
a big. I'm gonna lean forward.
you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it's great. It's a
Yeah.
it's a great neighborhood, networking opportunity. In
Yeah.
addition to being able to peek inside, it's also connecting with neighbors, and
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So if you live or work in Pioneer Square, please come to our open house. Watch for the signs. And if you've got any questions about the square and
Yep.
what's going on here, how can people reach you?
So I work for the Alliance for Pioneer Square. My email is lisa@pioneersquare.org. I'm around, so just reach out. Happy to have a conversation, go for a walk, and just connect on the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much, and thank you for your friendship and your partnership.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with Amy Barden. Thank you. Say